What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome back to the next Duel Links video. And today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different. You guys can see that I have a suggestive or a suggested deck on my screen. This was suggested in the comment section of the last Duel Links video, and it had a buttload of likes. And I see a flaw in the deck, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm not going to put the person's name just in case the deck doesn't work out well, but it's the last video. But thank you so much for your deck submission, and a lot of you guys think this deck is really, really good. But I want to kind of shed some light and maybe help us all get better. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, so we'll get to find out live together. But I've been playing with this deck this morning, and it's dropped me from Platinum 1 back down to Gold 5 with a bunch of losses. And I could be playing it wrong, and we're going to find out together right now. But I'm going to tell you the basic reasons why I think this deck needs a little fixing. And then maybe we'll go ahead and we'll try a secondary version of this deck, similar using the White Elephant's Gift engine. So the biggest premise of this deck is to go ahead and you still put your super alloys down here. He suggested 2. I just have 3 in there because why the heck not? Use Gemini Scorpion. Let me back out of this real quick. Let me save this. And use Gemini Scorpion to go ahead and special summon a Gemini along with that normal summon. So you get an extra summon. A lot of people were wondering why I wasn't playing this card on my last deck. And I'll be honest, I don't think this card, I want this card to be good. I really, really do. This card can be probably pretty darn good if you use it with double summon. But even if you look at that, that's going to be spending three cards to get 2 monsters on the field, one with its effect. So basically, an ideal hand in my mind is like Gemini Scorpion plus either Skelosaurus or Goggle Golem, and double summon. Because then use normal summon Gemini Scorpion, special summon the other Gemini, and then go ahead and normal summon again using double summon. However, this deck focuses on using that extra normal summon as an engine to say, hey, tribute it for your White Elephant's Gift, draw 2 more cards, and maybe draw into your combo piece, one of your 2 polymerizations, your Phoenix Gearfried. I think there should be more than one Phoenix Gearfried in this deck. And of course, because the biggest engine that's going on right now with Gemini, we didn't even use it yet, which we're going to, is the engine where you use Blazewing Butterfly. You have it on the field. You use a Gearfried in your hand as a fusion material. You special summon your fusion monster, and then you use your Butterfly to get your Gearfried back with its effect because your fusion monster's on the field. So that's like the ideal Gemini world. That's where the ideal Gemini world is. But with only 2 polymerizations, it's kind of hard to draw into your fusion. A lot of you guys were wondering why I had 3 polymerizations, or basically 3 polymerizations and 3 fusion gates in my deck yesterday. But I think a lot of those comments were left before the video finished because we only lost 1 duel in that video. So I kind of think the results proved, and I saw some comments like, well, look at the caliber of players Shady's playing against. And I was like, wow, man, use the word caliber. You're awesome. But we went to Platinum. We had Platinum 1 Weevil, which obviously isn't the best player in the game. I understand that, but it just was winning a lot. It does that because it's consistent. It's not about like, you're gonna have dead hands. In my mind, let's get into a duel. What defines a good deck is that it wins more than it loses. And I'm pretty sure everyone would agree with that. That's pretty much what makes a good deck. Maybe a good deck for you is that it has to win 75% of the time. Maybe it has to win 90% of the time. For me, it's just has to win more than it loses. And I think that deck does do that, the one that we used yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather. So we'll see if this deck falls into that category. We'll play 3 games with this deck, and then we'll go ahead and maybe try to change the deck up. So the whole big thing is that you use this with Rex Raptor because Skelosaurus, when it has its effect, it's a dino. So it becomes a 2,000 beater that can steal monsters. A really, really, really solid card. We see right now that we open up with Herculean Power, a polymerization, which this is amazing. This is one of the better hands that I've seen so far. I'm actually pretty tempted to do absolutely nothing here, and I'm going to do absolutely nothing. I'm just going to end my turn. You don't want to waste any of your combo pieces out the gate. Summoning Skelosaurus really isn't going to do anything for you. You can always just Herculean Power him next turn anyway. This, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best hand I've seen. This is actually the best hand I've seen for this deck. The fact that it opened up with 1 Herculean Power and 1 polymerization is mind-blowing. I think the record button is having the opposite effect today, but I'm not going to complain about that. I will not complain. If this deck just ends up working nonstop, I will be happy. I don't care about proving a point. I just want to win more. Like I want this deck to be good because a lot of you guys were excited to see it. So I was really pumped this morning when I put it together, and I was like, oh man, everyone's going to be so pumped to see this because they basically chose this deck. It's going to be awesome. And then when I lost a bunch, I was a little sad. I was very sad. I had a sad breakfast. We're gonna get 1700 attack to our face. And there's our mirror wall. So herein lies the problem for me. So we can polymerization out our special monster, but he most likely has order to charge face down. So you're gonna spend your resources here, and the top tier decks have ways of handling those big monsters without spending too many resources. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm only gonna go ahead and normal summon I'm gonna special summon my Skelosaurus, and then I'm gonna normal summon him, bringing him up to 2,000 life points, 2,000 attack points. And I'm pretty tempted to just end my turn here, but I think if I do that, I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose anyway. Like if he has mirror wall, I think he wins either way. So we're gonna try to attack here, see what he does. We have 1,700 defense, which is great. It's gonna be order to charge. Like I said, he had order to charge. So had we done our polymerization, we would have just gotten destroyed. We would have used so many resources. Now at least we technically only used one card, and he traded 2 for 1. Much, much better than going for the polymerization right there. Not to mention now, every turn, oh boy. Trying to think, is it worth? No, it's not worth. Okay. I don't think it's worth activating it right now. For 1,600 life points of damage, I mean, he could win if he has like rising energy face down. I think he would win anyway because he'd go to 800, then he'd go to 2,300. Yeah, okay, so let's just leave it face down. My plan is to go ahead and kill that Sergeant Electro next turn, hopefully. And we'll be able to use our mirror wall the following turn. But he's gonna switcheroo and probably get another answer card. That's most likely gonna be what happens there. We have Goggle Golem here. So we could technically, see this is the problem. This is the problem that I feel with this deck, is that you run out of resources too fast. You wanna have your Nightwing Butterfly on the field with this effect before you fusion summon, but you don't have that many monsters in your hand to do that. You just don't. I'm gonna go ahead and go for, I think I'm actually gonna go for, no, because I want to steal that Sergeant Electro. I could go for Goggle Golem here, normal summon it, and then just attack. But I think Blazewing basically does the same thing, except it can potentially increase our resource by 1. So let's go ahead and normal summon it. I just want us all to get better at Duel. I want us to all gain more knowledge, like, of the game, as to why, like, maybe this deck won't work out consistently enough because you're running out of resources. If you run out of resources with your deck, you're not gonna win. That's why I was honestly surprised at how many times that deck won yesterday, 2 days ago, because it was just crazy. The fact that it worked, it was just mind-blowing. I thought we would run out of resources all the time. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to attack here. Once again, I think it's like the only way we can win. If he has mirror wall, he wins anyway. Just about. He has econ. That's not the end of the world because we do have 1,700 defense. So we can go ahead and survive. If he has a normal monster, I'm guessing that face down is order to charge. I'm pretty positive it is. He's gonna switcheroo for the second time, for the last time. Let's see what he gets. Does he get what he needs? That's insane. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and lose game 1. And we're in gold 5 now, by the way. I was originally losing with this deck in platinum 1. And now we're in gold 5. So the caliber of player has dropped as per comment section. And we'll see what we can do. That's 1 loss so far. I don't think we made any missteps there. It didn't feel like we made any missteps. I think it was just that the deck was outclassed by the opponent's deck. We have a Taya deck, so it's probably gonna be a burn deck, a mill deck. I actually built this deck. We're gonna be featuring it in tomorrow's video. Or the next Duel Links video, however you want to phrase it. It might not be tomorrow. We'll see. She's got 20 cards. We got 21. Dual standby. So we get to draw an extra card. This could actually help us out a lot. But as you see, we didn't draw a polymerization. Otherwise, this hand would have been absolutely busted. We didn't draw a White Elephant's Gift at all between this game and the last game. I'm actually pretty tempted to just set my mirror wall. But because this is a Taya deck and they focus on a lot of Cup of Aces and what have you, I'm going to go ahead and just go in. I'm going to go in with all this nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and summon my Nightwing. My Butterfly, rather. I'm going to set this face down and end my turn. Just because I want the least amount of cards in my hand in case she goes for like that Cup of Ace and that, what is it called? Revolution? Revolt? I don't know. Called something like that. She's going to set 1 card face down. 2 cards face down even. Is that a 3rd card? A 3rd card. Nope. Goblin Thief. Face up. Okay, so it is going to be a mill deck. See, I don't actually built a mill deck, not a life point burn. This is life burn. Probably 2 attack and receives face down. We can go ahead and we can try to win here. Might as well. She has a windstorm. She'll be able to protect herself. The music did activate, though, so we'll probably see attack and receive. Or golden apples. No golden apples there. She's gonna have to activate it here, though, on the 1600 if she wants to survive. Wait! Fat fingers!
I may be in a pickle. My turn.
All right.
I draw.
I guess we'll extend this duel a little bit. Sure, why not? Why not? I mean, I don't want a free win. There's cup of ace. Here we go. She's gonna get heads. She's gonna go for the win now. Tails. Okay, that's perfect. That's great. And look at this. We're drawing extra cards. Tails again. Heads this time. Oh boy, we're gonna lose. We deserve to lose. Our fat fingers were clicking too fast. I just needed to attack one more time. We won. Attack one more time. We won. I mean, she could have econ or something. We're gonna take Restructor Revolution. That's the name of the card. We're taking 600. Probably another Restructor coming. Sets one monster face down. Probably the flame agent, where she banishes the top 3 and does 800 damage. Herculean power. See, no polymerizations yet. No polymerizations at all. So we'll set this just to get it going, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and activate. I'm not gonna activate Herculean power. There's no reason. I might as well normal summon something. Let's normal summon our Nightwing Butterfly, as that could end up being beneficial. Let's attack with 1700. It's gonna be the Cobra Jar. It's exactly what I was waiting for. We can deal 400 life points here. And let's see if this duel ends now. Nope. Attack and receive. We're taking 700. Another 14. So 14, 19. So we're going to live with 1,000. And then we're going to end the duel. So it was just 2 attack and receives. And we can end the duel. So we got a W. We got a W with this deck. It didn't do exactly what it wanted to do. But it seemed my opponent had a pretty rough time of it, with double attack and receive being your trap cards. They really need to fix the global chat, because all those websites are scams, guys. Don't ever go listen to the global chat about free gems. It doesn't work. They don't work. They'll just get your information on your phone and get your account, all that fun stuff. So we'll go for the third duel. Let's see. This could be the rubber band. We could win this or we could lose this. I'm glad that we won one. I am glad that we won one, because you guys, if I show you my win-loss, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough right now. Mainly because and that's the other thing about this deck, like my shuts down non-my decks. If you rely on your field spell and you're playing in high, look at this hand, and you're playing in a high ranking, it's rough. It's really rough. So we have to draw, like, I don't even know what we draw here to help us win at this point. Like, we can draw a Gemini to White Elephant's Gift, but like, we really can't do that, because then you're spending your Gemini on a White Elephant's Gift. You have no monster. It's gonna be a rough one. But that first duel was the exception. That hand was fantastic, but we still lost. This is more often what I've been seeing. So after this duel, we'll try and kind of patch up this deck, see if the White Elephant engine is even viable with Gemini. I honestly just don't think that it is. I'm gonna summon Skelosaurus. I'm gonna set a Metalmorph and set a Windstorm. And end my turn. So we're gonna try to go ahead and get to the point where we can draw something, polymerization. I don't know. I really do want this engine to work. I think that this specific build might work better with Taya, where you get to draw an extra card in the beginning of your turn. Oh my gosh. What are you popping? That's the question. Is it the Metalmorph? That is the Metalmorph. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that. I can't tell you if I'm happy or sad about that. I guess I'm more sad than happy. But I would rather that than Windstorm, because now at least Skelosaurus gets to live one turn. Oh, Elegant Egotist. I'm really glad that you didn't pop the Windstorm. I'm really glad. Because we're going to see freaking Harpy Lady Sisters swoop in. The Trio of Terror, that's 1. She just dabbed. That's 2. And that's 3. Right there. Beauties. These 3 beauties coming out from the deck. She gets to pop something else now. Oh, she goes for the field spell, thankfully. Thankfully, she goes for the field spell. I wonder if this deck is like broken. We'll go for Windstorm so we can survive one turn. Not sure how much that's going to matter considering this field. Herculean Power! Another reason why I think this card is actually bad. I actually think this card is bad. I guess the only thing we can do is White Elephant's Gift. Now Herculean Power can help us. Watch this, guys. Watch this. You ready? Woo! You guys see that? You guys see the combo? Activate effect. Herculean Power. Whew, here it goes, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Summon the god. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? Summon the Skelosaurus. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, what is he gonna do? Are you gonna order to charge me? Oh, I didn't activate Herculean Power, did I? I misplayed. All right, we lose. All I would have done was I would have attacked. I would have gotten rid of 2 monsters. And he has Mirror Wall anyway, so we would have lost. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered. That's good to see. Because even though I misplayed, that's good to see. I'm definitely on tilt after losing all morning. But fortunately, we still get to see that it wouldn't have mattered. Because we would have been able to steal a monster, or we wouldn't have been able to get 2 monsters on the field. We wouldn't be able to get Goggle Golem and Skelosaurus to take out 2. We would have taken out 1, and then we still would have lost. Because you would have activated Mirror Wall the same exact fashion, etc. So that's 1 for 3 with this deck. Normally we like to do 5 duels, but I would like to try and spend today patching this deck up, almost like a dissect my deck. And see, I just, you know what it is? I just don't think that the White Elephant's Gift engine is viable. We're gonna try to work with that because that's literally the crutch of this deck. So we're gonna get to see today if that's even viable. What would I want to do to this deck to go ahead and maybe make it better? For me, I don't think Gemini Scorpion is the ticket. That's literally the White Elephant. That's the way that White Elephant works. I don't think so, actually. You don't know. I don't think so. I would put in a second Gearfried. I would put in either a third Polymerization or even a Fusion Sage. I think that the best version of Gemini is going to focus on fusing. I do. I think that's going to be the case. I'm actually going to go for 1 Fusion Sage and a third Polymerization. I would say no 1 Herculean Power. 1. Let's see. Now that you're not running those other ones, I'd go ahead and go for Gemini Booster over Metal Morph. Personal preference, honestly. It is a personal preference. Gemini Booster. Get 1 of those as opposed to the 1 Metal Morph. Yeah, I would just try this. Let's give this a try. You guys can see how little monsters there are in this deck. I think that's a huge problem as well. I know that it's the engine, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring the White Elephant's Gift down to 2, and then we're gonna go with a Gemini Soldier. I think Gemini Soldier is too good. Even this card, like Woodland Archer, is such a good card. We're gonna go ahead and leave it at that for now. That's just a quick. We just put a cast on a broken arm. We're gonna see if this kid can actually get back on the field and play some football with a broken arm. Oh, you know what? Hold on, real quick. Abort the matchmaking process. Let's see. We had the 1 win, lose, 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 win, lose, 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 win. At the same time, no, that was platinum rank 1. That was yesterday. That was for 2 days. It was 412. You guys could see lose, lose, win, lose, 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 win. So, maybe this is a learning experience for the many people that thought this deck was going to be great and flawless. Decks don't always work as they appear. The same way that a deck you think looks bad, kind of like the Fusion deck we used the other day, where I got so many comments saying it was bad, didn't end up doing poorly. It ended up winning it got us basically to platinum. I think it did get us to platinum. Yeah, it did get us to platinum. So we're going up against a Yami Yugi with Power of the Dark. That's crazy. Please tell me I'm going second. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna set Windstorm and end my turn. The good news is that we have Herculean Power. With no Gemini or anything in hand. If we can draw any monster, any one monster will be in decent shape. Let's see. Okay, a Blazewing Butterfly. Not exactly the one I would want to draw, like to sacrifice for this, but it's better than not. Let's go ahead and activate Herculean Power this time. Activate the effect. Use one of our butterflies. Waiting for a response. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and White Elephant's gift this away. Because we still have a normal summon, and we get to go ahead and get through our deck. So we have a Gemini Soldier and a Skelosaurus here. Wow, I can't believe we didn't draw a Polymerization or a Fusion Sage. We're going to go ahead and summon this. And I'm going to try to attack this thing. I know it might be 18, it's 1900 defense. So we're going up against Gravekeepers. Going up against Gravekeepers, unfortunately. But we can do this. I know that we can do this. I'm pretty confident. This looks like a pretty solid opening. He's got 5 cards in hand. If he goes straight for Oracle, we're probably screwed. He's not going straight for Oracle. That's a great time. That's a great time. Okay. Let's try this out. We draw another Skelosaurus. So let's go ahead and let's White Elephant's gift this Skelosaurus on the field. What do we got? Still no Polymerization. I'm running 3 and a Fusion Sage. Oh, that's mind-blowing, man. That is mind-blowing. All right. At the very least, we can go ahead and we could probably get rid of 2 monsters, but I won't. I could start thinning my deck. I could actually use Gemini Soldier, attack into something, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just try to get rid of one of his cards. Hopefully he doesn't have a Sphere Karibo in hand. That would literally suck. That would literally suck. Okay, good. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of a Priestess, which is awesome. And we're sitting at same exact card advantage. Same exact card advantage. We have 6 to 6 once he draws. So drawing a Polymerization here would pretty much win us the game. We used both White Elephant gifts in our deck. We have 4 cards left that can count as Polymerization in our deck. Just have to draw one of the 4. 4 out of 11 chance. Pretty solid odds if you ask me. Gonna go ahead and flip 4-star Ladybug. Which is gonna just suck, man. That is going to suck big fat ones. Here I go. Summons a monster in attack position, gonna be Gravekeeper's Spear Soldier. Do I want to take 2,500 right now? I think I do. Yeah, let's just take the 25, right? Yeah, let's take the 25. We'll save Windstorm for when it's really crucial. Really crucial. If we draw Polymerization, we have a really good chance of winning. If we draw, like right now, I want to have Blazewing and Polymerization in my hand. That'd be great. Fusion Sage, Mirror Wall, crazy. Okay. What do? We Herculean Power no matter what. And we have to go with our... Wait, what?
That was an
Time limit loss, that was the glitch. Awesome! I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in so maybe a rep from Konami that's watching this video. You guys gotta fix that. That's crazy, man. You can't have someone spend 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. All right, let's just move on. Losing, you'll lose a rank. Just forget about it. Wow. And today I'm bulk recording. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be fantastic. All right, so both are Polymerizations. See, it's never like this deck would probably just be better with balance. It would just be better with balance. I mean, we'd be gambling a little bit because we had White Elephant gifts and Polymerizations, but still, it would just be better. Ends his turn outright. That's awesome. There's a Windstorm. Great. I'm not going to activate Polymerization yet. There's no way. I'm gonna go and summon Blazewing. Set Windstorm. See, this would be the dream right here. If we actually go ahead and we draw Gearfried, we will be in beautiful shape. Like incredibly, we would win. We would probably just win. Sets a monster face down. Sets another card. and ends his turn. Let's see what we got. Gemini Soldier. I mean, it's not Gearfried, but like, I'm okay with it. I'm still okay with it. Let's go and go for the polymerization. We're gonna fuse Goggle Golem and I guess it doesn't matter either way, but let's go with Gemini. Let's go with Gemini Soldier, just in case. Let's go for attack position. Let's go ahead and activate Blazewing Butterfly. And let's grab our soldier. See, this is what I like. This is how I like Gemini to feel right now. We're gonna go into the battle phase, attack the face down with our 2200. It's a Yomi ship. Of freaking course! Does he have Mishizor as well? I hope he does. I honestly hope he does. Oh my god. Oh, maybe I should have just went with Goggle Golem. And there's Mishizor anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered at all. I love it. I love today. I love today so much. It makes me really, really, really happy. Really happy. I'm excited. I'm really excited that my opponent's going to get a Shard of Greed off. And that we have two cards to his 5. And he's still setting. He's still a defensive player. That's wild, man. That's crazy. I don't have any other words. I don't really have other words. I have to end my turn. Exciting. Riveting. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Woo! Okay, I think this is actually going to be the last duel of this video. I think that this deck cannot... I don't think it works. I'm sorry, guys. I know that we had a lot of people that wanted this deck to be a thing. You wanted to see it on the channel, like over 100 likes. So I wanted to bring it. I wanted to show you guys maybe a teaching lesson that a deck will not always play as good as it looks. And sometimes a deck that looks bad will play a lot better than you think. Because this deck just doesn't want to work. I mean, both the patched version and an unpatched version. I think that White Elephant's Gift is just not a good engine for this deck. I think White Elephant's Gift really only works with, what's it called? Where she gets Mystic Balls, Mystic Ball engine. That's the only one it works in my opinion, because like you're paying 500 life points to draw 2, basically. Okay, so we can go ahead. Herculean Power. Herculean Power. And let's go ahead and special summon our Blazewing. Then we're gonna go ahead and normal summon it. And then we shall activate its effect. And now we have to decide. Do we just take 1100 just to get another monster on the field? Because it'll actually end up getting us 2 monsters on the field if you think about it. They'll have to attack it next turn. No, I think we just have to... I think we have to go Goggle Golem. I don't think it's going to matter in the long run. I think he has Order to charge face down. I think he has Order to charge face down anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But let's pretend it does. If this was a Skelosaurus, that would be awesome. Then I'd have more hope. I'd feel a little happier. But it's not. Let's try to attack the normal monster. Let's try to attack the normal monster and see what happens. There's Econ. So Econ's gonna go ahead and ruin my good time. And there's a reason why most fusion decks play with Thunder Dragons, because like it's a free resource. It's super free. How are you gonna argue with the fact that you get the ditch one, draw a fusion monster, basically? I mean, that's why I like Gemini Fusion. That's why I like the deck I used the other day, because like you can fuse any 2 Geminis. Wow, great. You can fuse any 2 Gemini monsters. It's so cool. I love that. But this deck is not going to be the victor that we want. We're going to take 3,300 right now, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of the duel. I mean, as soon as he got to Mishizor Yomi ship, as soon as he had that combo, it's over. It's literally over. Such a good control, like, especially because you used your monsters to fusion summon. Like, you used resources. The biggest problem with fusion decks is that you're using resources, and if you can't replenish those, which is exactly why I really like Gemini Soldier, because you get more monsters from your deck. And for this instance, yes, Gemini Soldier would have been better, because I would have gotten 1, in defense position for my deck, he would have taken damage, but that's going to be the game right there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have the Taya mill deck tomorrow. We're going to take a break from Geminis, and then I'll come back with probably one more Gemini deck that I think will be a lot of fun to use with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like I said, hit subscribe down below. Love you so much. Have yourselves a fantastic day, but above all else, keep it shady.